Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. Uh, Let us proceed with this exercise 2.3. Though there are only 3 questions remaining, but I have to do something more because certain questions, especially the fifth one, needs in-depth explanation. Even the question number 3. Though these questions are not that much deeply explained or nicely explained in the textbook. See here, the question number 3, what it tells is that obtain all other zeros of 3x raised to the power of 4, 6x cube, minus 2x square, minus 10x, minus 5 if two of its zeros are root 5 upon 3 and minus root 5 upon 3. Before we further go to solve these questions, let us have a look at the questions that we have solved before. See, basically when we are going to find, or when, what is a zero? Zero, as I have told you before, 0 is that number which when you substitute in place of the variables over here, then the value of this entire polynomial will be 0. See, there are two different things that you have to understand. One is a 0, other is a factor. These are two different things. 0 is that number which you substitute in place of the variable of the dividend, remember, of the dividend. Then this polynomial, the value of this polynomial will become 0. And what is a factor? Factor is that divisor. When you divide the polynomial with that divisor, the remainder is 0. These are two different things, but they are definitely linked with each other, my dear students. They are linked with each other. But the thing is that now let us okay, this one is a better example. See, in this case, if you will see, here we have understood t square minus 3 is a factor of this. It is a factor of this. Why it is a factor? Because when you divide this p of x, 2t raised to the power of 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12, when you divide this by this divisor, then the remainder is 0. That's why t square minus 3 is a factor. Remember, it is a factor. This is the factor. And if I ask you what is a 0, then remember, 0 is that number which you will substitute in place of t, then the value of that polynomial will become 0. Can I get the 0 from this factor? See, what you have to do is that factorize this t square minus 3. If I go to factorize this t square minus 3, it will become t square minus root 3 square. I will have to factorize this. Then it will become t minus root 3 into t plus root 3. Now if one of this is 0, then this whole polynomial will become 0. For that, t minus root 3 is equal to 0 or t plus root 3 is equal to 0. That means t is equal to root 3 or t is equal to minus root 3. Remember where I am going. See, I am from the factor, I got what? I got zeros. When this is the factor, this is a factor means when I will multiply this by some number, means this number, this into this will be this. Are you getting? This into this will be this. Take a look at this. Supposing if I have got 48, okay, then what I do, 4 1s are 4, 0, 8, 4 2s are. So 4 into 12 is 48, right? 4 12s are 48. 4 is a factor of 48. That means factor multiplied by some other number. Factor multiplied by some other number means factor multiplied by the quotient will give you the dividend. Similarly, this t square minus 3 is a factor. Factor multiplied by this quotient will give you this dividend. Are you getting? If I find the values for which this factor becomes 0, the 0 into anything will become 0. That's why this polynomial will become 0. Now this is slightly confusing, the last one, right? See, 4 into 12 factor, this is the factor into some number will give you dividend. Are you getting? Factor, this is a factor into some number will give you dividend. Fine. If this I get a value, now these are basically numbers. I cannot convert 4 into any 0. I cannot convert 4 into a 0, but supposing 4 into this 12, if this is 0, then definitely this number will become 0. Now this is rare, this cannot happen. This can happen over here because these are all variables, they are all not constant numbers. Factor into some number will give me dividend. Factor into this quotient will give me dividend. Okay. So here if I convert this into 0, then this will become, those values will make 0 over this. To prove this, let us try to prove this. What I did, t square minus 3, I factorized it, and t is equal to root 3, t is equal to minus root 3. For the value of root 3, this will become 0. See, if you substitute this, root 3, 3 minus 3, 0. Minus 3 you substitute over, this will become 0. And if these values, if I substitute over here, then that also will become 0. See, let us see this. 2 t raised to the power of 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. If I substitute over here, 2 root 3 raised to the power of 4 plus 3 root 3 cube minus 2 root 3 square minus 9 root 3 minus 12. This will become 4 root 3's are there, 3 into 3. 2 root 3's will become 1 3, 2 root 3's will become another 3. Fine. Root 3 into root 3, 4 are there, na? Like this 4 root 3's are there. This will become 1 3, this will become 1 3. Radical will go. Therefore 3 into 3 I will get over here. Okay. Similarly here I will get 1 3, but 1 will not get a pair, right? There are 3 root 3's, na? So 1 pair will become 3, but this has not got a pair, so this will become root 3. So it will become 3 root 3. Okay, fine. And here this will become 1 3 minus 9 root 3 minus 12. So what do I get over here? 3 3 is 9, 2 is 18 into 9 root 3 minus 2 3 is 6 minus, this is plus, I am sorry, this is plus over here, 9 root 3 minus 12. So now if you pay attention, plus 9 root 3 minus 9 root 3 will get cancelled. 18 minus 6 minus 12 will become minus 18, and then this will become 0. Okay. Same will happen with minus root 3 also. If you substitute minus root 3 over there, do I have anything? See, 2t raised to the power of 4, so it will become 2 into minus root 3 raised to the power of 4 plus 3 minus root 3 raised to the power of 3 minus 2 minus root 3 raised to the power of 2 minus 9 minus root 3 minus 12. This is what you have got, right? This is going further, not sitting in my page. So what, I will go one by one. This will become, now because this is a even number, this will all become positive. It will become 2, as I have done this, 3 into 3, this will become 9. Fine. Coming over here now, but this is an odd number, so minus minus plus plus minus minus, so this will become minus. Rest will be same. 3 into 3 root 3 I will get over here. This will become 3 root 3, like that only. Only thing is that this plus will become minus because this is giving minus sign. Coming over here, this is the even, so this will become positive, plus minus minus 2 into 3. This is negative, minus minus plus 9 root 3 and then minus 12. Okay, you have got this. Now this will become 9 2s are 18 minus 3 3s are 9 root 3 minus 6 plus 9 root 3 minus 12 minus plus 9 root 3 minus 9 root 3 is gone. 18 minus minus 6 minus 12 will become 18 0. That means when I substitute root 3 in the place of t over here, then this polynomial is going to become 0. That means root 3 is a 0. And similarly, minus root 3 is also a 0. See, my dear student, these are two different things. 0 and factor are two different things, but definitely they are linked with each other. They are linked with each other among themselves. Try to understand this over this logic. It is a slightly different logic because you are learning it for the first time. It is something new in maths that you are learning. So to keep this thing in brain, you will require to ponder over this topic a lot. 0 is a separately and different identity. Factor is a different identity as total. Factor is what? Factor is a number with which when you divide a certain number, factor is a number with which when you divide a certain number, then the remainder is 0. So here when the remainder is 0, t square minus 3 is a factor. That is all. Okay. 0 is what? 0 is a number when you substitute in place of variable, then the polynomial becomes, the value of the polynomial becomes 0. That is all. That also you have understood. Before this we have done. But now this question is trying to understand that there is a relationship between a factor and a 0. What is that? T square minus 3. See, remember, now this is t square minus 3. This was we will have to factorize it. Now t minus root 3, t plus root 3. From t minus root 3, what you will get? Root 3, because root 3 will go on the other side. Minus root 3 will become plus root 3. From this you will get root 3 is a 0. From this you will get minus root 3 is a 0. See, if these factors are like this, minus root 3 plus root 3, sometimes what happens? The factors are different. This is not a 0. We don't have a better example from that. But sometimes what happens, if supposing I factorize this, supposing I factorize the divisor, supposing I factorize this divisor who is a factor, and I get values t plus 3, t minus 7, something of this sort. This is a factorization I have got. Then what will be the zeros? Zeros will be what? See, remember, t plus 3 is equal to 0 or t minus 7 is equal to 0. So t will be equal to minus 3 and t will be equal to 7. Zeros will be minus 3 and 7. Remember, this sign will be reversed. Are you getting? From when a factor, from the factors when you are going to get a 0, this sign, if it is plus 3, it will become minus 3. This will be a 0. When you substitute minus 3 in the polynomial, then the value of the polynomial will become 0. When you substitute 7 in that polynomial, then value of that polynomial will become 0. Minus 3, and similarly, if suppose, see what I am doing, from a factor I am coming to 0. Factor is there, I am coming to 0. 0 will be what? Reverse these signs. Reverse these signs and the values will be same. They are the zeros. But supposing from these zeros, if I have to go to the factor, then the factors will be, again I will have to reverse this sign. T plus 3 will be one factor. This is 7, so t minus 7 will be another factor. Zeros are these values. Factors are t plus 3, t minus 7. Means when I will divide the dividend by t plus 3 alone, here also, if I divide this whole thing by t minus root 3 alone, this will become 0. If I divide this whole thing by t plus root 3 alone, remainder will be 0. Okay, my dear students, try to think over this. If you have got any different confusion is expected. Whatever confusion you have, kindly put it to my notice, put it on our group. We will discuss on this. But this requires a good amount of discussion. At present, you have understood what I am telling. Now, what I want you all to understand at present for the question number 3 that we are dealing with, that zeros are given to you. Zeros are given to you. From zeros, you have to go to the factors. How will you go to the factor? Minus plus root 3 है तो it will become t minus root 3 is a factor. Minus root 3 है तो t plus root 3 is a factor. Are you getting? These are the factors, and then multiply these both and you will reach to the divisor. Are you getting my point? Many more basics are there over here. We will do them step by step. See here, in this case they have given us a factor. So here, going to question number 3. P of x is equal to 3x raised to the power of 4 x cube this is the value of P of x. Fine. Zeros are root 5 upon 3 and minus root 5 upon 3. These are the zeros. So see, these are the zeros. Now because of this, therefore factor of P of x is equal to, now what is this? See, because of this what I will get? X, this is plus root 5 upon 3, it will become minus root 5 upon 3. And this is what? Because this is minus root 5 upon 3, it will become plus root 5 upon 3. And if I multiply these two, I will get g of x, that is the divisor. G of x is equal to x minus root 5 upon 3 x plus root 5 upon 3. See, though this minus root 5 upon 3 plus root 5 upon 3, sometimes what happens, sometimes students take it in this way. Same factors है ना, तो एक को प्लस पकड़ो, एक को माइनस पकड़ो, x plus root 5, x plus root 5, ऐसा मत करो. Don't think in that way. That thinking will be wrong, because tomorrow if they give you factors, zeros are supposing minus 6 and minus 5, these are the zeros. The factors will be what? X plus 6, x plus 5, and then g of x will be equal to x plus 6 into x plus 5. This will be g of x. Remember, from minus 6 you will get plus 6. So because of this root 5 upon 3, because of this root 5 upon 3 I am getting minus root 5 upon 3. Because of this minus root 5 upon 3 I am getting plus root 5 upon 3. And when I multiply this, I will get g of x. That is the divisor, who is the factor of P of x. Okay. So this is that. Now what is the question? Now I am getting this. Obtain all other zeros. They are asking us to obtain all other zeros. So first we will get hold of g of x. This will be what? X square minus root 5 upon 3 square, right? A minus b, a plus b. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. This you all know by now. Just identity. By this identity, this is a minus b, a plus b. Therefore, this will become x square minus root 5 upon 3. Therefore, g of x will be equal to what? X square minus root 5 upon 3 square will become 5 upon 3. Okay, my dear students. So with this, what we will do now? Now we will go to divide. We will require 2 because this is x square minus 5 upon 3. This is 3x raised to the power of 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. This is done. Sorry. Now what I will do? 1, of course plus sign will go over there first. 1, 3 is 3. X square into x square will give me x raised to the power of 4. Fine. So this will become plus 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 1, 3 is 3, x square into x square, x raised to the power of 4. Now I will have to multiply this. minus plus minus, minus plus minus, where do I do the rough work? Here I will get minus plus minus 5 upon 3 into what? 3x square. Fine. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. I will get 5x square and minus 5x square. Minus plus minus. Minus 5x square I will write over here. Fine. Now my dear students, these signs will change. Minus plus will become minus. Some students make this gitchmid over here, writing minus over here. Changed signs. You should leave one line. See, all as it is, this question is not that clear. It has got lots of complication. You don't add to that complications. Try to make that more simple. For that you will have to leave a line over here. Please, those all students who are not bothered to leave a line, please have pity on your own answers. Kindly have pity on your answers. This plus will become minus, right? Make one more line for that change of sign. Minus will become plus. Make one more line for that change of sign, please. If you want, you can bracket it, no problem. If you don't want, don't bracket it. But leave a line, that is more important. This will become 3x raised to power of 4 minus 3, so this is gone. Plus 6x cube will come down. Minus 2x square plus 5x square will become plus 3x square minus 10x minus 5. Fine. Now going to this one. This is plus, so this also will become plus. 1, 6 the 6. X square into x will give me x cube. Fine. So this will become plus 6x cube. Now I will multiply this. Minus 5 upon 3 by 6x. 3 1s are, 3 2s are. This will become minus 5 into 2 minus 10x. Minus 10x. So this will become minus 10x. This is subtraction to be done. Plus will become minus. Please leave a line down. Minus will become plus. And then this bar 6x cube minus 6x cube is gone. Minus 10x plus 10x also is gone. So you get 3x square minus 5. Okay, now divide this. 1, this is plus, so this also will be plus. 1, 3s are 3, x square will remain x square. Minus 5 upon 3 will multiply with 3. This is gone. Minus 5. So minus plus will become minus, minus will become plus. So this is the remainder. So this up to here we have reached. Okay, my dear students, so we have reached over here. Now this is the quotient that we have got. Okay, now where we have to go? See here, the way of writing, I am wondering about the way of writing. Therefore q of x is equal to 3x square plus 6x plus 3. See, my dear students, either this all should convert to 0 or this all should convert to 0. I have explained to you before. This always is a confusion for me all. I have explained to you before. See, when this is 4 into 12, either this will become 0, then also this will become 0, or quotient will become 0, then also this will become 0. Means either t square minus 3, whenever t square minus 3 will become 0, this becomes 0. Whenever this becomes 0, still this will become 0. So for the given case of ours, we know that x square minus 5 upon 3 will become 0 when root 5 upon 3 is used in x. When root 5 upon 3 is used in x. Similarly, when minus root 5 upon 3 is used in x, still this is going to become 0. Now for finding the remaining zeros, we have to understand when will this q of x become 0. Are you getting? They are asking us that question, that obtain all other zeros. These are the zeros which we are getting from the divisor. These are the zeros we are getting from the divisor. From here, x minus root 5 3, x minus this. From here I am getting zeros root 5 upon 3 minus root 5 upon 3. From here, what are the zeros I will be getting? Then those are also becoming the zeros of this polynomial. Try to understand this. That's why this is what I was wondering how to write this. I can directly go and write q of x. There is nothing like that. So q of x is equal to this. I have to go and factorize this further. Q of x will be equal to, now factorize this further. The best thing that you have to do whenever you are factorizing, first see if the common factor is available. Now here the common factor 3 is there. Okay, now this is there. Of course this 3 will get out because this has to become 0. 3 will go on the other side, 0 upon 3, then that is gone. We have to factorize this further. Now to factorize this further, we know we have, by now you must be the champion of this. What is this? X square plus 2x plus 1. Fine. 1 ones are 1. So plus 1 is your product. Product is plus 1. If you go to get a number which is multiplied to become 1 and the addition should be 2. So 1 into 1, 1 into 1, 1, and 1 plus 1 will become the middle term 2. Now we have to assign the sign. So definitely because this is plus and everything is plus. So you get it that x square plus 1x plus 1x plus 1. So here I take out the common factor x into x plus 1. Here no common factor, the 1 will be the common factor, x plus 1. So here I get x plus 1 into x plus 1. This is factorization done in place of this. So I can directly write over here x plus 1 into x plus 1. Now to find the other factors, this I have to find the zeros of this. So the other factors are 3 into x plus 1 into x plus 1. This should be equal to 0. So 3 goes over there and it will become x plus 1 into x plus 1. This will become 0. Therefore x plus 1 has to be equal to 0 or x plus 1 has to be equal. Both are basically x is equal to minus 1. This is the only one value you will be having. Okay. The other factors are this. This is coming out of this. Therefore the other zeros, the other zero is minus 1. If you want, you can write both minus 1. There is no meaning in writing 2 times. Therefore the other 0 is minus 1. This is the other 0. I hope you are having a clear idea of this. Try to solve this question, and if you are getting more examples, then I will definitely give you test and everything, and then we will be able to discuss much on that topic. Okay, my dear students, so with this I hope this is getting clear. First and foremost, if you have any confusion, you can go and repeat and listen to this video. The main important thing is that have a clear idea about what is a zero and what is a factor. They are two different identities. Have clear idea about what is a zero and what is a factor. And from factor, if I have to go to 0, then how do I go? From factor, if I have to go to a 0, from factor, this is a factor. From this factor, if I have to go to 0, then how do I go? Okay, this will become 0, this will become 0. Then the signs will change. And from 0, if I have to go to the factor, 0 is given to you. You have to go to the factor. Then what you will do? You will change these signs and fit it over there. These are factors. These are zeros. Try to understand this. These are factors and these are zeros. You have to change the sign and put it over there. First, understand this concept properly. Now, the second concept you have to understand is that in the given question that is given to you, this root 5 upon 3 minus root 5 upon 3 are basically coming out of the divisor from this. And now either this value has to become 0 or these values has to become 0 whenever, because these two are going to multiply to become the dividend. Understand this properly. So from here we have got the values root 5 upon 3 minus root 5 upon 3. These are the zeros. From here we have to get them now. So we will have to factorize this. See, both the ways you are going in this one question. To get the dividend, you are traveling from 0 to the factors. To get the dividend, you are to get the divisor. I am very sorry. To get the divisor, to get this divisor, you are traveling from 0. Zeros are given to you, minus root 5 upon 3 plus root 5. From that zeros you are traveling to the factors, right? And to get the other zeros, from the factors you are traveling towards the zeros. Okay, my dear student, from the factors you are traveling towards the zeros. This is how it is. If you have got even more confusion, then you can put it on the group. I'll definitely like to explain this in more detail, but I don't think I've left out anything. But if anything, any confusion is there in your mind, then definitely we can solve that. Question number 4. This is comparatively much easy, not that difficult at all. Question number 4. On dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x. So this is the dividend. This is the dividend. What is that? X cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. This is the dividend. G of x we don't know. The quotient and remainder were, this is the quotient. Quotient is given to you. What is the quotient? X minus 2, and remainder r of x is equal to minus 2x plus 4 respectively. Find g of x. This is quite simple, my dear students, not at all difficult, because by division algorithm we know what p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. This is what we know. We have to find g of x. So what I will do, I will shift all these things and make g of x alone, because now we have to find g of x. So what I will do, first I will shift to make g of x alone. I will have to shift this over there. I will get p of x minus r of x, right? R of x I have shifted over there. What stays on the right hand side is g of x into q of x. Going further, I want to find g of x. So q of x also I will have to shift on the other side. Q of x is multiplying, so this will go and divide the whole thing. It will become p of x minus r of x upon q of x is equal to g of x. Fine. Therefore, what I get? G of x is equal to p of x minus r of x upon q of x. This is what is g of x. If I substitute the values or the polynomials, p of x is this: x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 minus r of x is what? This minus 2x plus 4. Q of x is x minus 2. I'll go to solve this. Minus minus will become plus 2x, minus plus will become minus 4. X minus 2. What do I get over here now? X cube is no, minus 3x square also doesn't have anything, plus x plus 2x will give me plus 3x, plus 2 minus 4 will give me minus 2 upon x minus 2. This is what I have got. So g of x will be, if I divide this, I will get g of x. So I will have to carry on the division now. This I go to divide. Now divide this in the usual way that we have been doing. 1 ones are 1. X into x, what will give you x cube? X square will give me x cube. So 1 plus plus plus, 1 ones are 1. X square into x will give me x cube, minus plus minus 2x square. Fine. Minus 2x square. Subtraction, leave one line please, my dear students. X cube minus x cube is 1. Minus 3x square plus 2x square will give me minus 1x square. I'll bring everything down. Now this will become, this is minus, so I will write minus over here. X into what will be x square? X into x will be x square. Fine. Minus minus plus, but this also plus minus minus x square. Minus minus plus 2x. Plus 2x. Subtraction, minus will become plus, plus will become minus. This is gone. 3x minus 2x will give me x minus 2. This is going to be plus 1 are x minus 2. This also is gone, this also. Remainder is 0. This is your g of x. Therefore, x square minus x plus 1. Fine. This is quite simple, not that difficult at all. But to understand the fifth question, we have to learn few more things. This is definitely different. And to understand this, we have to understand few more things. I need a question for that, which I had kept ready. Yes. See, my dear students, up till now whatever we have learnt was definitely in a sequence, and we have understood zeros, we have understood factors, and we have understood how division is done of the polynomials with a polynomial. And now this latest one, fourth one, how to find q of x or how to find g of x, how to find a divisor when dividend and quotient and remainder are given. This is all you are playing with different things, it's okay. But now suddenly we are traveling in depth with division algorithm. Whatever this division we had done, proper division method and all, this is not division algorithm. Division algorithm is based on what we did now. The last question, where is that? That is the problem of mine, my dear students. I always lose. Where did I leave it? This one, sorry. This when we travel in this fashion, when we use division algorithm, this is division algorithm. Using only this equation when we are dealing with the question, then we are dealing with division algorithm. This is not division algorithm, this is proper division. Okay. Now one thing you have to realize, my dear student, before going to the next question, but I'll just introduce the question to you. Give examples of polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x, r of x. Means you have to give the combination of p of x and g of x, q of x, r x, which satisfy the division algorithm as this division algorithm over here, which satisfy the division algorithm, and they should satisfy division algorithm. P of x, degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. Okay, means we have to discover p of x and q of x in such a way that they should have same degrees. At the same time, when you divide them, then they should be satisfying this algorithm. Try to understand the question. It is slightly different, entirely different. Slightly different, entirely different. Sir, paradox. I am very sorry. It is definitely entirely, not slightly different at all. Very sorry for that. Paradox. It is entirely different. Try to understand the question. We have to discover p of x. We have to discover a polynomial whose degree is equal to another polynomial one is going to behave like a dividend, the other one is going to behave like a divisor. They will be having equal degrees, they will have equal degrees, and then we will have to check how they behave, what they behave, and they should satisfy the algorithm. Okay, fine. See, my dear students, what happens over here is that before going forward, what is the relation between degree of P of x, Q of x, R of x, G of x? Of course, P of x and G of x should come first. See, this is given to you. P of x and G of x normally you have. है ना? What is new in this question? You must be discussing. इतना क्यों सर उसको खा रहे, चबा रहे? See, my dear student, P of x you will be having, Q of x you will be having afterwards. तुम्हारे हाथ में तो P of x and G of x are there. How from P of x and G of x in your hand you will discover first itself the degree of Q of x is going to be equal to degree of P of x. थोड़ा पहले क्वेश्चन को समझो, मुसीबत क्या है वो देखो. You are supposed to discover a polynomial. See, now here, can I discover a polynomial over here? See this, Q of x and degree of Q of x and degree of P of x are not equal. 3 and 1, they are not equal. I should have G of x such that when I will divide them, then the degree of Q of x should be equal to the degree of P of x. Try to understand. मेरे को पहले ही in advance I have to think about P of x. I have to think about G of x, so that when I go through the division of P of x and G of x, Q of x should have a degree which is equal to P of x. Are you getting my point? How are you going to do that? First, understand the gravity of this question. Similarly, there are next questions. Q of x is equal to R of x, and R of x is equal to 0. Degree of R of x is equal to 0. Means degree of... See, try to understand the gravity of the question. First, what I will explain you all people is that first it is there actually more amount of discussion was necessary over here, because only I am telling, there is nothing coming from your side, and this becomes very difficult. This becomes the topic, makes the topic tasteless, whereas it is not like that. See, my dear students, I just have to tell you the core idea. See, what is the relation between degree of P of x, G of x and Q of x? Degree of P of x and Q of x or G of x is always there with you. See, this is the P of x. When you used this P of x and this G of x, degree of P of x is what? 4. Right? Degree of P of x is equal to 4, and degree of G of x is what? 2. This you had. After division you found degree of Q of x is what? 2. Can you make out what is the relation between them? If you subtract the degree of P of x and degree of G of x, you will get the degree of Q of x. And look at this, this is 0. When this is 0, it means that degree of this is what? 0 x 0. You can take anything, nothing like that. It can be 0 x 0, 0 x 1 also. It can be anything. Degree अगर ये है तो forget about that. If this is 0, then it can be anything. This you understood? We can go to the more examples. See here. This is good. Degree of this is 4. Degree of P of x is 4. Degree of G of x is 2. And what is degree of q of x? 2. Subtraction of this, degree p of x, degree minus degree g of x is equal to degree of q of x. You subtract the degrees of p of x and degrees of q of x, that will be the degree of q of x. Subtract the degree of p of x and the degree of g of x, degree of dividend and degree of divisor when you subtract, that will be the degree of the quotient. Now you know in advance. And look at the degree of r of x. What is that? 1. This is always less than degree of g of x, less than degree of g of x. I am not telling less by 1. 2 से less 1 भी होता है, 2 से less 0 भी होता है. So sometimes it will be 1, sometimes it will be 0. It is definitely going to be less than the degree of g of x. Anywhere less than degree of g of x. So this is what you have to understand. Degree of q of x is always degree of p of x minus degree of g of x. And degree of r of x is always less than degree of g of x. This you have to understand. To understand this question, you can go and check whatever questions we have solved. See whether this relation is getting, you are able to see this or not everywhere. See wherever we have solved. See here. Degree of p of x is 5. Degree of g of x is 3. 5 minus 3, 2. See, that is the degree of quotient. Degree of g of x is 3. Degree of r of x will be anywhere less than 3. See, anywhere less than 3. Mostly it is 1 less than 3, but it is not definitely, it is always 1 less than 3 only. Most of the times it is 1 less than 3, but it can be 0, 1, 2, anything. Okay? See, go through this, whatever questions we have solved before, you will find that this is the relation between the degree of p of x, degree of q of x and all. These are बार-बार वही दिखाई दे रहा है. चलो forget. Now we will take a look, before going further over here, we will take a look at one question. Then I think you will be able to understand this. And of course this question is also very important. See, what is this question I am giving this? Find the quotient. Find the quotient and remainder. You know how to find quotient and remainder. If p of x and p of x and g of x are given, then 15x cube minus 20x square plus 13x minus 12, and g of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 2. But using division algorithm, without using that division. Now बोलो क्या कर सकते हो? See, my dear students, we will use the same logic. Degree of q of x will be always equal to degree of, remember there is a difference. It is not necessary that g of x will be always, p of x will be greater degree, not necessary. It will be the difference between the two. Sometimes g of x has got a greater degree, it also can be possible. Degree of p of x minus degree of g of x. Therefore degree of q of x will be what? Degree of p of x is what? 3. Degree of g of x is what? 2. Therefore degree of q of x is equal to 1. बाप रे, है ना? Fine. Okay, fine, can't help. Huh? Now, when degree of g of x is 1, therefore g of x is of form जनरल फॉर्म क्या होगा उसका? वी नो जनरल फॉर्म नॉर्मली वी राइट ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी, समथिंग ऑफ दिस सॉर्ट. But because there is the d, this is not there, only this are there because degree is 1. So I will a x plus b. Fine, this will be the form of g of x. Now degree of r of x is always less than degree g of x. Therefore, possible form of r of x will be equal to, now this is sorry, degree of g of x is 2, so it can have degree 1, right? It can have degree 1, so this will become I have used a b, so again both are getting means degree c. He has also got degree 1 and he has also got degree 1, both are having degree 1. a b I have used, so this will be cx plus d. Okay, now these are the values of this. So what I will try now writing is that, now we know by division algorithm, we know, what do we know? P of x is always equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. That means now P of x is equal to, what is g of x? We have got ax plus b into, what is q of x? We have got cx plus d plus r of x. Oh no, sorry. G of x is this, ax plus b. Q of x is different. R of x is this. I hate doing this. But now this is done. So now if I go to substitute again, P of x, I'll substitute this later, ax plus b. What is q of x? X square minus 2x plus 2 plus cx plus d. This is still P of x. If I go to solve this, ax into ax square will be ax cube, ax into the plus minus minus ax into 2x will be 2ax square plus 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 2ax plus 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 bx square. Fine, I am going down, plus minus minus 2bx plus 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 2b plus cx plus d. Now what I will do, I will bring all the same powers together. I don't have any other cube. Ax cube 2ax square plus bx square, I am bringing powers together, plus 2ax minus 2bx plus cx. Are you getting? X x x, and this is going to be my constant 2b plus d. Fine. Now ax cube has got nothing, so I can't do anything over here, but here I can take out the common factor. Minus is going outside. This will become 2 common factor x square. I'll write afterwards. 2a minus b x square, right? X square has gone outside. 2a minus b. Okay, fine. Here also I will take out common factor x plus 2a. I said 2x can go outside, but no, I will take only x. I will take only x outside. 2a minus 2b into x. Oh, one more is there. Sorry. No, I hate this. A x cube minus Here there are three of them, na? Three of them are there. So here 2a minus 2b plus c x. Fine. Fine. And then here you can't do anything, but this is your constant. See, are you getting my point? Your polynomial, I am framing a new polynomial. New polynomial is in the power of cube, in the power of squares, in the power of 1, and in the power of constant. 3, 2, 1, 0. And this basically p of x is what? Now I will write p of x 15x cube minus 20x square plus 13x minus 12 is equal to ax cube minus 2a minus b x square plus 2a minus 2b plus c x plus 2b plus d. Fine. Now what I have to do, I have to compare these two. Comparing the coefficients of equal powers means equal powers are this x cube x cube. So I will get 15x cube is equal to a x cube, right? These both are equal. That means therefore a is equal to 15. A is equal to 15. Are you getting my point? Now I go to the next one. Minus 20x square will be equal to minus 2a minus b x square. Fine. Are you getting my point? So what you will do over here, minus 20, these are the coefficients, equal coefficients. Minus 20 is equal to minus 2a minus b. The minus minus both will go. 20 is equal, now you know a is equal to 15. So 2 into a, 15 will be 30 minus b. Therefore b will be equal to, if I take it over there, 30 minus 20, 10 you will get. Fine. And now I go for this 13 is equal to this whole thing. 2a minus 2b plus c. Right? Coefficient of x is this. Coefficient of x is 13. So I will get what now? 13 is equal to 2 into a. A is 15 I have got. So 2 into 15. 30 minus 2. B I have got 10. 2 into 10. 20. C I have to find. Fine. So this will become 13 minus is equal to 10 plus C. So C will be 13 minus 10, 3. Now 2b plus d, that is what is remaining now. What is this? Constant is minus 12 is equal to 2b plus d. Minus 12 is equal to 2b plus d. Minus 12 is equal to 2 into what is b that we have got over here? 10. That will be minus 12 is equal to 20 plus d. Therefore d is equal to 20 goes over there, minus 12 minus 20 minus 32. Fine. So in this way we have got a, b, c, d. And now we can frame q of x is equal to what? Q of x is equal to, what is that q of x? Actually we have got q of x, q of x, q of x, q of x. This q of x, q of x is a form ax plus b. Okay. A is what we have got? 15 and b is 10. 15x plus 10. This is q of x. And then we have to get r of x. R of x is actually equal to what? Form cx plus d. C is what that we have got 3. So and D is minus 32. So these are the values: 15x plus 10, 3x minus 32. Okay, my dear students, if you go and divide this 2 by that method 15x cube minus 20x square, I will do that also for you. करते हैं ना, थोड़ा मजा आता है करने को. x square minus 2x plus 2, x square minus 2x plus 2. Otherwise you can do it. I am leaving it for you all people for homework. थोड़ा तुम लोग भी करो. 15x cube minus 20x square plus 13x minus 12. If you will solve this, you will get this q of x and you will get this r of x. 15x will be there because 3 minus 2 is 1. So you will get 15x and you will go on. Yeah? And in the end, remainder also will be 3x minus 32. Try it. It should come. करते हैं यार, चलो फटाफट करते हैं. This will be 15x cube minus plus minus 2 15 the 30 x square minus 30 x square plus 30x plus 30x. This is minus plus minus, this is gone. This will be 10x square minus 13 23 17 I suppose. Now if I go to substitute this, divide this, then 1 plus sign will go over there. 1 10s are 10 x square minus plus minus 2 10s are 20x minus 20x plus 20. This is done. Plus minus. This is gone. Minus 17x plus 20x will give you plus 3x. This will give you minus 32. That is done. Now you can't divide this because this power has become more. See, this is your quotient and this is your remainder. Jadoo? Nice, na? So you can find it by this technique also. And this is a possible question which we cannot avoid. Now why I taught you this is because now you can think about solving this question. Question number 5. See, now they are asking you to frame p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x which satisfy the division algorithm. That means they want now such a way, now this is the rough work that I am doing. They want that degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. Are you getting? Degree of p of x should be equal to degree of q of x. You have to know what is going to be over here now. See, when you know that now degree of px minus degree of gx is equal to degree of qx. I have showed you now. Fine, we have seen this everything. By now you should be knowing this. The degree of q of x is difference between the degree of dividend and quotient. Now if they want degree of p of x should be equal to degree of q of x, when is this possible? Now I needed answer from you all, my dear students. This is possible only when degree of g of x is equal to 0. When degree of g of x is equal to 0, then whatever is this, if supposing degree of p of x is 7, then this also will be equal to 7. If this is 5, degree of this is equal to, then this will be 5. I hope you all are getting this. Means now you have to frame a dividend such that it has any degree, but the degree of divisor should be 0. Degree of divisor should be 0 means what? Means divisor should be a constant, any number, 7. 7 है मतलब degree of this is 0 ना. So for p of x is equal to, you can take any p of x, 5x square plus 7x plus 3, and g of x, now this has to be a constant. You can take any 5, only 5. थोड़ा लाइफ इजी करने का रहेगा तो 10x करो, 20 करो, थोड़ा लाइफ डिवाइड भी तो करने का आगे जाके. Now if you will take this, then you will get a quotient which will be having degree 2, है ना, because degree of p of x is 2, degree of q of x, g of x is 0. The degree of q of x is going to be 2 minus 0, 2. I hope you are getting now. So now you will have to not only do this, you will have to divide this and see. This is the example that you have given. When you will solve this, this will be satisfied, and then you will have to satisfy the division algorithm also. This you have to do for all the three. Okay, means now you will have to solve this. So 5x square plus 10x plus 20. When I divide this by 5, see 5 1s are 5, x square is a x square. That is all. You don't have anything else. Plus will become minus, this is gone. 10x plus 20. Plus will go over here, 5, 2x the 10x plus, nothing is there over here. This is gone. 5, 4 is a. So you have got a q of x whose degree is 2, which is equal to the degree of p of x. Therefore q of x is equal to x square plus 2x plus 4. So now you can see the degree of q of x is equal to degree of p of x. आगे जाके करने का है. You have to frame this first. This is your example. तो पहला ही तुमको फ्रेम करने का, तो you have to consider what is going to be your p of x, what is going to be your q of x, so that afterwards g of x will come and match with the degree of g of x will come and match with the degree of p of x, and then r of x is equal to 0. Now verifying the division algorithm means p of x is equal to g of x into p of x is, we know, left hand side. What is p of x? 5x square plus 10x plus 20, and RHS, if you will go to solve, g of x into q of x plus r of x. G of x is what? 5 into q of x is what? X square plus 2x plus 4. R of x is 0. 5x square plus 10x plus 20 plus 0. It is all. So you have got from 1 and 2, LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Verified. Are you getting my dear students? So this is how we have to do. Second question, if you will see, they are demanding that degree of q of x should be equal to degree of r of x. Now this is slightly different. So you know degree of p of x minus degree of g of x is equal to degree of q of x. This is what you know. But now they are asking you the degree of q of x should be equal to degree of r of x, and degree of r of x is always less than degree of g of x. What are you going to do now? How are you going to do it? These both should be having equal degrees. and this is going to have degree less than this. These both should have equal degrees. This is going to have degree less than this. So we can keep degree of this 1. We can keep degree of this 1. When we keep degree, see, when if you keep degree of this is 3, then this I can have degree 0, 1, 2, everything. Fine. And if you have degree of this as 2, phone. When we have degree of this is 2, then this can have degree 0 and 1. But if this has degree 1, then definitely R of x will have degree only 0, nothing other than that. है ना? So let us keep this degree of g of x is 1. If we keep degree of g of x is 1, then degree of R of x is going to be equal to 0 only. Now this is 0, so this also has to be 0. To make degree of this 0, this is going to be, now I will have to keep this degree also 1. When degree of this is 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. Are you getting what I am doing? How I am traveling from here to here? I have to keep this degree g of x 1. Only then degree of Rx will be equal to 0. It will be fixed over there. And to keep these degrees both 0, so I will have to get this degree also 0. To get this degree 0, I will have to keep both degrees 1. So here I can set an example. Let p of x degree is 1. That means it will be of the form ax plus b. I can take any. Usually take always the number which you can handle. 4x plus 2. Fine. Let g of x. This also should have degree 1. So I will keep this as degree 1. Degree 1. Okay. 2x. Plus 1 लिखने का तो लिखो, otherwise 2x खाली लिखो तो life will become easy. चलो, I am taking a difficult life for myself, but you can keep it 2x only. Even if you keep only just 2x, degree is 1. Okay, but I'll take this. Now if I go to find, I should get in this way, the degree of q of x and degree of r of x should be, both have equal degrees. They have just told equal degrees. So 4x plus 2 and 2x plus 1. 2x into 2 will give you 4x plus 2. This is gone. Minus minus. Degree is 0. So when degree is 0, remainder is 0. So now you can see over here, both have got equal degrees. Constant hai. Degree is 2 means degree is this 0. Are you getting? And this is 0. The degree is again 0. So both have got equal degrees. So now we have got p of x is equal to this. So q of x is equal to 2. R of x is equal to 0. They both have equal degrees, 0, 0. Fine. And now you can verify it. You know how to verify it. Huh? And then we come to degree of R of x is equal to 0. So this is what we have done already, my dear students. So okay, you can try this one. I have just done enough amount of explanation. I think we have got in detail everything. So now we can proceed further. With this I can tell that I have finished this chapter, my dear students. If you have any more doubts, this we have done, don't get confused. Degree of R of x is equal to 0, this basically we have done the same. This can be applicable for both. Okay, my dear students, so this we finish this chapter. Soon we'll proceed to some other chapter. Okay, my dear students, thank you very much. See you all soon.